welcome everyone. And I'm grateful that you're here. And I will do everything I can to try to help you to feel better. All right. Any questions, any comments about anything, please? Um, I'm on Substack now, if anyone's ever heard of that. And my web person, social media person, put a little article about me on there, which is really neat. And people can sign up. I'm going to be offering just tons of stuff on there, and little ebooks, etc. And it's a perfect platform for that, I was told. I
How
know
do we
nothing about
how do we find that?
uh, going onto the app, Substack, Substack.com, and
Okay.
sign up. It's free. And then the one of my pages is free there, and whoever signs up, I think it's 9.95 a month. It's going to be when it's all set up, unless it's listed now, I don't know. And then there'll be ebooks and there'll be just tons of stuff on there. Oh, Christina too. Cool, cool. All right. So, hey, Christina, how you doing, my friend?
Hi, Mark. How are you? Good.
Good to see you.
You too.
And so Substack is really going to be popping supposedly. And I've already had it was put up, I think, yesterday or day before, and by the social media person. And I already have 46 people that have visited the site, uh, or whatever it's called, search engine. I don't know what it's called, but it's like Facebook and all these others. And so that, and I have the gathering this Friday. I invite y'all to go to it. You can get to it from the website. And there I'm talking about spirituality. I'll be answering questions about your life, whatever you pose at me. I'll see if I can get some information about it. And uh, it's interesting. It's great conversations on there as well, pertaining to questions people have. And then every Tuesday we have this, and then I have the appointments as well, uh, daily. And even when I do go to the Tucson area, everything's going to be continuing the same. Nothing's changed. No one will even know that I moved, and except for some people that come here to see me. Most of my appointments are telephone or Zoom or FaceTime, and the workshops will still be going on every month, etc. So, all right, any question? Come on, throw a question at me about healing or what I believe in or God or whatever. I don't care. Throw something, please, someone. Kim, you got anything?
What
I
is
do.
God to you?
What's that?
I said, what is God to you?
God is a omnipotent, omnipresent mind, in my understanding, and it's a carrier of life. God is considered the creator. The creator creates. That's all it knows to do. And it just wants to give unconditionally with what we refer to as all of his heart. It doesn't have a heart per se that I'm aware of, but uh, uh, that's an organ that we've been endowed with. But it gives with everything that it has, and it's just always available to us. So it's in all things in our universe, and every universe is different in its aspects. So I hope that almost answers the question being omnipotent, omnipresent.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah, good, excellent. And it is the creator. It just wants to give. It wants to create, and it creates through us as well. Uh, we're created in its image, and therefore we have the ability to recreate in its image, and therefore we are co-creators. Uh, that's the way it's all been set up. in my understandings, my teachings, and my experience. So, all right, good, good, good. Anyone else have any kind of questions I can try to answer? Please, please. Christina, Arya, anything, hon?
Um, sometimes you hold, well, I think every time you hold your hands like this when you're
Yes,
doing the healing. Do
yes.
you ever feel anything around your hands,
Yeah,
in your hands, anything?
yeah, sometimes when I'm working with, or oftentimes, maybe not all the time, I don't know, but oftentimes I'll sense where there's a distortion in the person that I'm working with, and I'll go to that place and I'll feel it. I'll feel a form of energetic as an identification, and that's all. It's an identification, and then I know what area to work with. Say a person may say, "Oh, my muscle right here," and when I know it's the muscle, I'll sense the muscle in the shoulder, and that's the cause of what's happening down here. Maybe um, it'll feel heavy or empty, or a void, or that means it can use a little bit more life. And uh, if it's heavy, maybe it's an injury or something, or even in the head. I may feel things, or I may feel things when I'm going like this. I may feel things move in what people refer to as a cranial rhythm. But the cranial rhythm is not only in the cranium; it's everywhere on the body. So sometimes it needs a reminder about a breath that it needs to take in order to become uninhibited. It all varies. There's so many scenarios. So I do sense things in that respect. I'll feel things a little different than other people because it's just energetic to me. That's all it is, and that's the way it goes with me. I hope that almost answered your question.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Leona, anything?
Just here enjoying it.
All right. Good. 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 Me too. So, and let's see. All right. Anything else, Kim? Nada? All right. All right. Well, let's rock and roll. Nene, my friend, talk to me. Tell me something that's hurting your body or whatever. Not well.
So much for the healing of my stuffiness, the allergies and stuff like that. I'm a lot better today.
Good.
So,
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes it's if anyone does what do they call that? A neti pot or something like that. If anyone does it, it creates it takes out, sure, it takes out stuff, but at the same time it also takes out the good stuff, the good flora,
mhm.
or whatever it is. And so don't do that too often if you should do that, because the more of the good stuff you take out, the less there is, and body has to try to replenish itself. And it's sometimes difficult for the body to do that as our bodies mature or we're not well a lot. And so
Oh, okay. Thank you. But I'm lots better now.
good, excellent. I'm glad to hear that.
So just
Good.
blessings today. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, my honor. And occasionally I'll be looking up at the right corner of my screen to see if anyone's trying to get in. I mostly perceive, and I'm still working with you, but I mostly perceive um, on your right nostril and up in there where it's the most stuffy, if I'm correct.
Yes, yes.
I don't know if it's going to be the healing factor, but I do know that it's going to run, you know, it's going to be fluid in there.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, all right, good. All right, good.
Thank
All
you.
right. Oh, thank you so much. Arya, let's rock and roll. Tell me
Oh,
something, hon.
okay. Um, I have sort of a weird request. I have two places and I can't decide which one to tell you. So could you just pick one for me? So one place is the top of my thigh on the right, and the other place is my right hip in the back near the waist.
Is it real tender back there? If you push in on that, try to find that spot, it should be
Yeah,
localized.
yeah,
Okay, good. Hold
yeah.
your thumb there. Hold your thumb there. Kind of push
Oh,
in. It's going to be a little tender. Just push
mm-hmm.
in there.
Okay,
Don't rub it or palpate it.
okay.
Tell me when you feel the flow through through that area there. It's real subtle, real gentle, or it's no longer tender. Starting right there.
Now, I
Yeah,
mean, it's still tender, but it's less, and I feel
yeah.
sort of a water running feeling.
Cool, cool. That's what it's like. There. Now lift off your thumb and put it back on, and tell me if it on that same spot, and tell me if it's any worse, better, the same, or what.
It's better and different.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah,
All right, good. All right.
thank you.
Sure, sure. And if you can imagine in the future when that place bothers you, because that's a chronic thing, it's developing into a chronic thing. So you're breaking the consciousness of that. And so if you can imagine that my hand is going in there, put your uh, thumb into mine on that spot,
Okay,
and it will dissipate.
thank you.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you can try that, it only takes seconds, but if you can try that a couple times, say in 1 day or 2 days, you'll notice that it'll bother you less and less. Cool.
Thank
All
you.
right. Oh, thank you. All right. Leona, my friend,
Hey,
let's rock and roll. Anything in
so
particular, my dear?
same old thing. So my right eye, it got a little bit better, but I'd like it to get so much better.
All right. All right. Excellent. All right. Let's see if that doesn't help somehow.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
Oh,
you.
my pleasure, my honor. Have you been watching TV lately? Recently?
In the evenings usually.
All right. Have you recently seen like Disney characters that you remember?
Not really. No.
All right. All right. See if it doesn't pop up or something.
Okay.
Whatever. It just popped in my head, and usually it's right on. Sometimes people won't remember, then they'll call me up the next day, say, "Oh, it happened. I saw it.
Okay.
I remember." Yeah. All right. It was
Thank you.
it just a burst in my head, or whatever, minutia. It means nothing. It literally means nothing. But cool. All right, Kim. Anything in particular, my dear friend?
How about the neck, like where it connects to the I don't know, the occipital bone, like on the left side, my left
Yes,
side.
the occipital. Where is that now?
Well, that's like,
Is-
well, like where the spine like meets the base of the skull.
Okay,
So
got
the
it.
upper part of my neck on the left side.
Okay,
And
my
just
right.
so you know, but just FYI, you did stuff on my wrist last week and it's like it's good. Thank you.
Awesome. So
It's
glad to hear that,
feedback.
hon. Yeah, I
Mhm.
appreciate that a whole lot. All right, turn your head to the right, just your head. Okay, now turn it to the left. All right, it's a little more tender on the right.
I think so, yes.
Okay, so I want you to imagine um, I'm going to, what I want you to do is to imagine that I'm touching your right above your temple, about 2 inches above your temple.
Right
Was
side.
yes.
Okay.
Just imagine that. Make it right in the center of your ear,
Right
2 inches
here.
above, 2 inches
Okay.
above your ear.
Uh,
All
All
right,
right.
right there. Just imagine that I'm touching it. And I want you, with that spot that I'm touching, I want you to push that spot into my 2 fingers,
Okay.
real gentle. Okay, there. Now move your head around a little bit and go all the way to the left and then the right.
Oh, it feels different.
How does it feel when you go to the right now?
It feels better. Truly,
Good.
truly.
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, how is this back here?
Um, I
And
always
be
kind of
candid.
have I have this I have this area. I don't know if I'm showing it like right here. I don't know
Okay,
if you can
yeah. Yeah,
right. That's always tender. It's just you've done treatments before, and it's everything you've done. Everything is better,
good.
and the
Good.
work that I've done with you. But that's just one of those kind of chronic spots that's gradually getting better.
Okay. All righty.
Mhm.
So I'm going to do something here. And you just hold your head straight. Now, dip your head all the way down to your chin all the way down to your chest, and then go back, go all the way back. Now turn your head to the right and left. And
Feels
how does
better.
and if you push in up here on your neck, how does that feel now?
The tenderness is infinitely better.
Good. Let's see what transpires from all this, hon.
Okie doke.
Excellent. Yeah.
No more
And
pain in
get
the neck.
I resemble that remark. All right. All right, Christina, my dear.
Hello, Mark.
Hi. Good to see you.
You too. I actually have a request for Sophia's boyfriend. He ended up in the emergency room, poor kid.
Oh,
I know. The middle of his back is really hurting to the point where it kind of, the pain like radiated around his ribs, so it was hard for him to breathe. I think it's more like a pull muscle hitting a nerve kind of a thing. Because they didn't find anything, but I'm hoping you can work with him.
All right. And it's on the left-hand side of his spine?
When I asked, it's pretty much like the middle of the back between the shoulder blades. Like it's kind of all that area.
Okay.
But if you pick up more on the left,
Well,
you
let's
know
see.
better.
Sometimes. Sometimes. All
His name is Aiden.
right. All right. Yeah, I was going to ask you that too. Aiden.
Yeah.
And were you suggesting that he went to ER?
I found out that he was there
Okay.
for that, and then yeah, we found out the results of that.
All right. I'm most curious as to what transpires over the next day with them.
Okay, I will find out for sure. Thank you.
Awesome. And everyone here, if you can update me how you're feeling or whatever, or if you want an appointment, let me know. But uh, you can email me. I'd appreciate that. Mark@markbullocks.com or Earlix@gmail.com, whatever. All right. And what about you, Christina?
If you could work a little bit more on my lower back, it is definitely better. It did crackle and pop a little bit after you worked on it.
Good. I expected that.
Yeah, and today I actually walked for 45 minutes, so I know. So when it starts loosening, sometimes it's just a little bit more sore because everything was so tight. So that's what
Yeah.
we're at right now. Yeah,
Yeah. Especially if you're not, if you haven't walked for several days. Yeah,
right.
that's going to happen.
Do a lot of sitting with work, so that's where that's
Yep.
from.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's real, if you were to say, bend your, go like that, you would, and try to uh, just move your leg back and forth, keeping your torso straight
Okay,
and going like that and up and down, you'll see that it's pulling there.
it is.
Okay.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I do stretches, but I'm trying not to overdo stretches because, like you said last week, it then becomes a habit of,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just kind of finding that balance where, I'm stretching it the right way and not needing to,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, excellent. And it's doing it the correct way, according to where your muscles want to go
Okay.
and where the ligaments and tendons and whatever else is in the body there, and the fibrous attachments and everything. So, all right, let me do something here. When I first started doing this, I hit the resistance, which told me it was a real stiff in there. And it was from the groin up into the back.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, now go like this and stretch your leg. Tell me if it's any different, or about the same, or less, or more, or worse, or
Oh,
what.
it definitely feels better. Yeah. Yes.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And let me do the other knee. And it's going to pop again
Okay.
sooner than later. There, that wasn't so locked in as the other one was.
Okay.
All right, good. You got it.
Awesome. Thank you. So I should stretch then.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
In a
Okay.
correct way, according to what your body needs.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, my friend.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. All righty. And Laura, hey, turn on that mic. There you go. Hi. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with? You got your sound on? There you go. I can't hear you. You cut off. I can't hear you for some reason. No. Uh, I think she said she's going to come right back. Or yeah, and she'll be right back. Good. Any questions from anyone I can try to answer? Uh, anything besides go ahead, Christina.
I just was thinking, and I've done this before at your suggestion, but like when we feel little aches and pains or issues, what do you, I know you've said like imagine your finger, like your finger at that area, or
Yes.
picture you doing the healing. But I always wonder, like, I have my own way, but how
Yeah.
do you say anything? Do you pray about it? Do you ask for help? Like, what do you do to help, I guess, enforce that energy to do the healing?
I try to go as deep as I can within myself, talking to the awareness, the godliness, and I imagine and literally image in action that I'm giving that to the divinity, the godliness, the awareness to uh, do it for me. And I don't, and as soon as I start thinking about something, I go back to it and I focus on it doing it, if that makes sense.
It does. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
picturing like the
It
way
doing
I,
it. Yeah.
right. I just picture the light coming through me.
Yeah. And you have spiritual hands which are in communion with that divinity.
Right.
So, it's imaging in action, your spiritual fingers coming out of you and that are in communion and in connection with that divinity doing it.
Right.
That's a good way to practice.
Mm-hmm. So it's really not saying anything, it's just trusting it and imaging it.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And so it's trusting it with all your heart and it's keeping that image in your mind that it's doing it. And as soon as that image breaks because of thinking or distraction, then go back to it and focus on it again.
Okay.
Wonderful way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to teach others to do that as well. It's an important part of healing.
Right.
Cool. All right. Laura, hey you.
Can you hear
Anything
me
in
now?
particular? Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you. Hello, Mark. I missed the last two or three because my mom went in the hospital and it's been kind of crazy around here. So I'm
Sure.
happy to see you all again.
You too.
Yeah. So I've been doing a lot and I think I kind of been doing, maybe I'm trying to increase things based on what the PT is telling me to do with my hips. So my hip's been bothering me a little bit more than usual. And
Your
it's
right
been so,
hip?
yeah, my right hip. And, it's like that front side that goes into the abdomen, but it's at the top of the hip going into the abdomen that's kind of glitched up again. So staying calm about it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And do stay calm about it because otherwise we're putting worry into it, which is
Yeah.
a frequency, a vibration, a thought. And
Yes. No, definitely. It's been great to be here because it helps remind me of that
cool.
process in my own mind. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me work with that a little bit and uh, let's see what we can do.
Thank you.
You're right, my left.
Yes.
All right. Now, is there any way of testing it to see if it's a little bit sore or if it feels better or worse or the same?
Um, yes, I mean I can walk around a little bit. Yeah, I mean it's definitely not worse. It's I think slightly better. I'm it's raining here today, so of course we've had sun and all of a sudden the rain comes and everybody hurts that's got any kind of, you know,
I hear you. I hear you.
every part of you. But yeah, so that's but yeah, I think it's definitely, I can't tell, but usually what happens with me is that I just do that thing you said, oh, it's definitely better. Yeah, I mean, I
Good.
definitely, I feel more, I still feel it in like the abdomen part where it
Oh, okay.
radiates, but
All right.
otherwise,
Let me work with that and have a
thank you.
seat.
Okay, back on the seat.
Have you had a recent surgery or something? No. Okay.
No, not in my hip. I'm
All
not
right.
recent.
Good.
Nothing
Okay.
recent.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good. See, there's minutia that didn't come true. That wasn't real. All right. All right. Let's see what transpires from that, hon.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're saying that, or it's saying that I probably need to have a surgery at some point because of who knows, right?
Don't buy into that. Yeah.
Well, because I
Uh,
know nothing wrong with the ligament, but I'm trying to like, I've had people like a PT say they have the same ligament problem. So I'm like,
all
oh,
right.
maybe I
Yeah.
can get through
Yeah,
it.
if you can avoid that, and there's ways of strengthening ligaments as well and tendons. There's you can look it up on, I think Google has a ton of information or whatever. And I would go with that first.
Of
Beautiful.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Avoid the
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. I've seen where many of people have been able to strengthen the ligaments, literally, and
Wow.
tendons.
And all the muscles around it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I'm working on it and it helped me a lot with this. Really grateful.
Good.
Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. All right. Any other questions or comments, please? Anything before I get to go and eat finally. My meal of the day. Anything, please. Anyone?
Um,
I don't think so.
All right. All right. Anything, Laura?
I think no, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, I don't have,
All right.
I'm kind of a little bit dopey right now. So
That's fine. That's fine. And please don't forget there's a on my website there's a gifting tab. If you find it within your heart, it helps us and to keep things going. And if there's excess, it helps me get groceries for a particular family. And so please feel free from your heart. And no other questions or comments, huh? Nothing?
I don't think so.
Goodbye, everyone. It's been an
Thank you,
honor.
Mark. Thank you so
Don't
Thanks,
much.
forget the
you.
gathering this coming Friday. It's on the
Okey-dokey.
website. All right, my
Thank
friends.
you.
Thank you. Have
Bye-bye.
a good night. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.